Right now at noon, we're tracking the potential for severe weather later today and into the overnight hours. The First Warn Weather Team with the latest storm track. Plus, the Veep Stakes is in full swing as Vice President Kamala Harris gets closer to picking a running mate. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin with the potential severe weather heading for southern Wisconsin tonight. Right now, strong winds, large hail, and minor flooding are the main threats. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. He's out on the patio. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. It's quiet, kind of cloudy right now across southern Wisconsin, but it won't be really until we get toward the evening hours that we can expect some of these storms to roll on in. And this will be affecting all of southern Wisconsin. That's why we do have the First Warn Alert Day. Also, we can't rule out some heavy rain, especially areas to the north, as we go through the overnight. And that's why we have the flood watch. It includes Madison, Watertown, Juneau, up through the Dells, the area shaded in green. This starts at 10 o'clock tonight and continues until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We already seen some of the rain spreading across northern parts of the state. Most of that is going to stay to the north of our area throughout most of the afternoon hours. But as we get in the evening, this will be sinking down to the south and bringing us that chance of some showers and maybe some embedded strong to severe storms coming in. It looks like this evening. That's why we do have a slight risk of severe weather. That area is shaded in yellow. Includes the Madison area up through the Dells, then all the way down toward northern Illinois. Right now, we're not picking up much showing up on our high-resolution radar. We've had a few showers up to the north. And as we take a look at our future track, most of this staying to our north as we go through the mid-afternoon hours. Mainly toward Camp Douglas, the Wisconsin Dells area may see some of these showers as well. Right now we do have cloudy skies. Temperatures are in the upper 70s, maybe getting close to 80 today, so not as warm as it's been. But we are looking at mostly cloudy skies today with those scattered showers and storms, mainly later this afternoon into the evening hours, especially areas to the west and north. And I think all of us have got a pretty good shot of seeing some pretty good rainfall totals. We'll take a look at how much we can expect coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Happening now, News 3 Now is once again proud to sponsor our Back to School Drive in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Our Jalen Banks is live in Madison with more of our 2-week push for donations. Hi, Jalen.
Good afternoon, Josh, and everybody at home. Today is the first day of our 2024 Back to School Drive and School Supply Drive, packing the bus with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. If you look around me, the seats are a little bit empty, but fret not. We have until August 16th to pack this bus. We're taking your usuals, mainly your backpacks, your notebooks, glue sticks, markers, pencils, and everything in between. The story on our website has all the information you need, as well as how monetary donations work, the Amazon wish list, and things of that nature. So again, we have until August 16th to pack this bus and get students and teachers everything that they need for this upcoming school year. We'll be out here this evening until about 6 p.m., so please come on out. Again, if we look down at some of the seats, we're starting to get things rolling. And again, we're just trying to help people in our community get what they need so they can have a successful school year. But for now, I'm going to kick it back to you, Josh, in studio. For now, reporting on the bus in Madison, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Jalen, thank you. Right now, Janesville police are investigating a theft involving someone claiming to be a tree trimmer. They say that man told the victim he worked for Jose's Tree Service and was there to trim trees for the city of Janesville. He then led the victim to the backyard to show which trees he supposedly would cut. According to police, a second unknown suspect then entered the home and stole multiple items. Both suspects left the area in a white van. JPD says that investigation is ongoing. The Madison City Council wants to hear from you before they put a $22 million referendum on the November ballot. The city says it would allow them to avoid permanent cuts to services like police, fire, garbage collection, and libraries. Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway proposed the referendum last month as part of 2 budget plans. You can give your input virtually or in person. Alders will discuss placing the referendum on the November 5th ballot at their meeting tomorrow night at 6:30. You can sign up to participate at a link in the story on channel3000.com. Alders will meet for a final vote on the resolution August 20th. You can submit written comments on the proposal until then. To campaign 2024 now, Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to officially announce her running mate tomorrow. She's interviewed at least 3 top contenders in person: Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Whoever Harris picks is set to join her on the 7-state battleground tour starting tomorrow. The latest CBS News poll shows Harris virtually tied with former President Trump in battleground states and within the margin of error nationwide.
Black voters now a big increase in the number who say they are going to vote. Turnout matters here, and they are more enthusiastic with Harris as the nominee.
Looking at the battleground states, the poll shows Harris and Trump statistically tied in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Arizona, with Harris 2 points ahead in Nevada, and Trump with an edge here in Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Georgia. Well, still ahead for us on a Monday afternoon. If you have a question or concern about your plants or garden, now's the time to send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will join us later in this broadcast with the answers. Again, that is tips@channel3000.com. Up next, why the company that owns M&M's may be growing soon. Plus, a look at the big winners from the weekend box office.
Does our foam insulation work? Listen to this.
The power in the neighborhood was out for 2 days in 95-degree weather. My thermostat only went up 3 degrees, and that's even with letting the dog in and out. It was very comfortable here.
And her savings were more than the insulation costs.
If you want to save money on your power bills, get USA Insulation. It makes a huge difference.
USA Insulation.
You'll soon vote on 2 misleading constitutional amendments. They're designed to trick voters into eliminating checks and balances in our government. It's a power grab to give the MAGA politicians in the legislature the sole power to distribute emergency funding. They gerrymander, deny elections, and push abortion bans. Don't give MAGA politicians the sole power. Vote no to questions 1 and 2.
Have Medicare and Medicaid? iCare's dual eligible special needs plans offer an $1,800 annual allowance for eligible groceries and more. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Be prepared for the unexpected and keep your home powered with Generac generators. Their home standby generators serve as an excellent backup plan in case of a power outage. Its advanced technology automatically starts within seconds of sensing a power loss. Save over $675 on this home standby generator after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
The one thing Kamala Harris has always been: fearless. As a prosecutor, she put murderers and abusers behind bars. As California's Attorney General, she went after the big banks and won $20 billion for homeowners. And as Vice President, she took on the big drug companies to cap the cost of insulin for seniors. Because Kamala Harris has always known who she represents.
This campaign is about who we fight for. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. Where every senior can retire with dignity. But Donald Trump wants to take our country backward, to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations and end the Affordable Care Act. But we are not going back. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Mars, the parent company of brands including M&M's and Snickers, is reportedly exploring a bid for Kellanova, which makes snacks like Cheez-It and Pringles. That's according to published reports. The Wall Street Journal describes the talks as being at an advanced stage. Kellanova separated from Kellogg's in a spinoff last year. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission announced a recall of a line of foldable bicycles. The agency says the Brompton foldable T-line bike can suffer a loss of alignment between the handlebar and front wheel. That can cause the rider to lose control of the steering, posing a fall hazard. Brompton has received more than a dozen reports of steering misalignment or loss of steering control, with no injuries yet reported. And at the box office, Deadpool and Wolverine is already the highest grossing R-rated movie ever. That's not accounting for inflation. In its second weekend, the summer blockbuster starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman raked in $97 million, according to studio estimates. Twisters came in a distant second place with more than $22 million in sales, and M. Night Shyamalan's Trap took the third spot with more than $15 million. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Erica Brown.
Right now, stock markets worldwide continue to react to some bad economic news in the United States. The global decline stems from Friday's U.S. jobs report, which showed hiring slowing more than expected and the unemployment rate jumping to 4.3%. The market unrest has many experts questioning why the Federal Reserve didn't cut interest rates at last week's meeting, which could have given the economy a boost. Analysts now expect a significant cut at the next meeting in September. And here's your stock report at the noon hour. It is ugly, folks. The Dow down 923 points, NASDAQ down 534, and the S&P 500 down 130. We have today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking possible severe weather in his first warn forecast. And later on Live Before, Dr. Zorba Pastor on how resistance training exercises helps adults with leg strength over the years.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
How do you say welcome? With an entry door from Pella, of course. Say it with color, with class, with clarity, or with confidence. Choose from 3 materials and endless styles, plus every entry door is manufactured, installed, and warrantied by Pella for years of comfort and durability. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 36 months with no money down and equal payments. Schedule your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Joe Biden made Kamala Harris border czar to fix immigration. First, she ignored it.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point.
Then she just lied.
The border is secure.
10 million illegal immigrants. Migrant crime out of control. Fentanyl kills thousands.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris. Failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The most important part of my job is to make sure that our public, our community is safe, and also to educate the public on weather. We're the certified most accurate team in town for forecasting, so that forecast has to be ready when you walk in the door. Always first, always accurate.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Chelsea Handler has had it. I have people I want to be alone with, and I can't do that with my family.
What kind of people you want to be alone with?
You know what I'm talking about.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is wrapping up her summer break. She'll be back later this week. In the meantime, here are your farm numbers. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio with the potential for severe weather later today, Kelly.
Yeah, you know, it's been kind of the ongoing theme this summer. I know we kind of had a break from some rain, but it looks like we've got more coming our way going into this evening. Most of the rain, though, falling across southern Wisconsin. We've got the stationary front. This has been the situation pretty much all summer. This front just does not want to move. It's just been sitting across parts of the upper Midwest, and that's what eventually will bring us a chance of some showers and storms. But right now, everything is quiet here, just kind of cloudy and a little bit cooler than where we should be. Do have a first warn alert today because of that potential of some strong to severe storms. This will be mainly this evening, all of southern Wisconsin, and not only the potential for some strong to severe storms, but also some heavy rain with some of these storms as they roll on in. And that'll be the main impact. So potential for some flooding, especially areas to the north, and then also some wind. That'll be the main impacts with these evening showers and storms and heavy rain moving in overnight. We'll be turning quite a bit cooler going into tomorrow, and it will be fairly quiet, it looks like, for much of the week. So the rain chances are really not getting going until we go into the evening. So we got plenty of opportunities to get outside, do any outdoor activities until we get into the evening. So if you have a league game, maybe your kids have a soccer game or whatnot this evening, may have to dodge some of these storms. A lot of this will be ending tomorrow morning. And even though we will get into some drier weather and actually some sun tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be quite a bit cooler. So as we track this, you can see most of the storms staying to the north and west of Madison, up toward the Dells, over there toward Lone Rock, along the Wisconsin River Valley, as we get toward the dinner hour. But as we get in the mid to late evening hours, we'll see more activity roll through. Here we're at 8, 9 o'clock in the Madison area. Then you see the widespread rain move in after midnight, moving into Boscobel, Lone Rock, up through the Dells, eventually toward Madison. And you notice how it tails off right over the Madison area tomorrow morning. And this way we could see some heavy downpours and maybe some localized flooding. So we'll have to deal with that, it looks like, going into tomorrow morning. After about 8, 9 o'clock, a lot of this starts to move on out. But you notice temperatures only getting in the lower 70s, even though we will see some sunshine going into tomorrow afternoon. So quite a bit cooler. Now, we could see some locally heavy rains, 1 to maybe as much as 3 inches of rain, especially if you get under one of these training storms that rolls on through. And you notice it has Madison right in the target, right in the bullseye of seeing some of that heavy rain. So that's something we'll have to watch out for later on tonight through tomorrow morning. All right, this is the weekend forecast from last weekend. Anyway, we're taking a look at our temperatures. 77 right now in Madison, 82 in Janesville, at 71 right now in the Dalles, 77 in Lone Rock, 80 in Monroe, and across Dane County, everybody's sitting in the upper 70s. So a little bit cooler than we should be. We should be about 81 this time of the year, and I think we'll probably fall just a little bit shy of that, but it's actually going to get cooler than that. We do have that first warn alert today because of the potential of some strong to severe storms this evening. A lot of this moving out tomorrow morning. A lot cooler, only 73 tomorrow afternoon with a breezy northeast wind, 76 Wednesday, giving our AC a break with highs in the upper 70s and overnight lows in the upper 50s and low 60s. And then after tomorrow morning, looks like we do have an extended period of some dry weather carrying us right into the weekend and early next week.
Wow, 70s, that's different.
Yeah, it is different compared to we were close to 90 yesterday.
Big time. All right, Kelly, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where it's a pizza party kind of day.
Raise your hands if you like pizza. You know, I might not be able to see you, but I'm sure there's lots of you at home with your hands raised. Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day because we're having a pizza party. Instead of serving up the same old cheese pie, we thought it'd be fun to make a beefed up pizza that is nothing short of spectacular. We start by sauteing some ground beef along with a bit of garlic until no pink remains. After draining it, we stir in some fresh plum tomatoes that we've seeded and chopped, along with a bit of salt and pepper. This'll be what sets us apart. Next, we roll out a store-bought pizza dough. You could even use a pre-made pizza shell, or if you're watching your carbs, a cauliflower pizza crust. Now we spoon the tomato and meat mixture over the crust and top it with strips of provolone cheese, and into the oven it goes. And by the way, if you're not a big meat eater, you can substitute the beef with a plant-based protein. Once the crust is golden and the cheese is melted, all that's left to do is cut it into wedges and dig in. Talk about something that everyone loves and that's so darn easy and budget-friendly. The recipe for our beefy garlic pizza is online now, so you can throw your own pizza party at home as soon as tonight. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a beefy good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email those questions at tips@channel3000.com, and we'll get the answers next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Every single day, we help families that have been tragically impacted in truck crashes. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. Truck crash? Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy one window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Kamala Harris has taken on gang members to get justice for victims, taken on big banks to pay back people they ripped off, taken on drug companies to cap insulin at $35. Now she's running to take on greedy corporations who jack up prices to lower everyday costs for working families. They're spending millions on ads attacking her because she'd be a president who fights for you. FF PAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Every spring, the love of my life came here to paint. Cress helped us make sure she's never forgotten.
We are Cress. We truly believe your memories matter.
Tens of millions of roofs across America are failing, wearing out decades early, and leaking, oftentimes without you knowing about it, causing tremendous damage. Here's how you know you have a problem with your roof. Black streaking, your roof looks rough, or granules shedding off into your gutters or showing up in your driveway. Your roof is wearing out too fast, and it's going to cost you a bundle. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. So give us a call, and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
After a serious truck crash, you need a team who knows how to handle trucking cases and gets results. You need Gruber Law Offices. There's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
We're back at noon. Lisa Briggs with the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email them to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa.
Hello, how are you?
Good. What do we have here today?
So this is a gaillardia, or blanket flower. It's a really good perennial, sort of mid to late summer blooming. It has lots of flowers, so it will continue to rebloom. You can see all the buds in here. It's similar to a coneflower, but it's a little more compact, a little shorter. So if you've got a smaller space in your garden, it's not as rangy as coneflowers tend to be. And it also comes in like oranges and yellows, less of the sort of purpley or pink colors that you often get coneflowers in.
We have one of these, and they're really pretty.
They are very pretty, and they have tons of blossoms.
I love the colors.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the questions here. First up, Lisa from Judah. Lisa says, when should the last cutting of rhubarb be?
So rhubarb will start to get kind of bitter after a time, but a lot of people will cut it late into the season. I saw some at the farmer's market on Saturday. The trick to extending the season for harvest is to make sure that you keep cutting back any flower stems that pop up and not letting it go to flower, because that's when it will really affect the taste of the stalks.
All right, question number 2 from Kathy. Kathy wants to know why her hydrangea plant is only blooming on the bottom.
So it might be that a lot of the buds that were on the top stems, on the stems left over from last year, for some reason either you pruned them off or they were damaged by that freeze thaw cycle that we had early in the spring. So what you're getting are flower buds that are coming up from the roots. If this is something that happens on a regular basis, what I would do is after the leaves come off in the end of the summer and fall is to put a nice maybe 6 or 8 inch pile of bark mulch around the crown of the plant, and that will protect some of the buds that are on those stems.
All right, question 3 from Julie. Julie wants to know, the top or stem end of my Wisconsin 55 tomatoes are white or light green when I cut open a ripe tomato. I seem to remember having this problem last year too. Is it from the heat or something else, and what can I do to prevent this?
I think what it is really a question of ripeness. You might think that the tomatoes are ripe because they're red, and if they're falling off and you want to cut them, tomatoes will continue to ripen a little bit out of the ground. It's just that the tomato hasn't fully ripened. So just give it a little bit more time.
All right, question 4 from Jim. Jim wants to know, should you leave potatoes in the ground until the plant is completely dead for better, longer storage?
I always thought that you should harvest your potatoes when they're about a half to maybe 3/4 of the foliage is dying back. The storage part really depends on a couple things. The variety of potato that you're getting. Some have a better storage than others. And then also how you cure it. You want to sort of spread them out and let them dry and not nick that really tender skin while you're doing that curing, kind of like garlic.
All right, question number 5. I'm looking at my email here. We got one that
Okay.
just came in. We're going to get it in here. Denny and Karen want to know, their cucumber plants yielded a few, but now the leaves are dying. What do you think is causing this?
So you might have some fungal issues, or you might have, there's a number of insects that will sort of burrow into the stems. I would say take a picture and send it to our plant desk. That's plantdesk@brucecompany.com. And then all of our experts at the store will take a look, and then we can get you an answer.
Fresh cucumbers are the way to go.
Yeah. If you like, I'm not a fan of cucumber.
Are you not?
I'm not a cucumber eater, but I get it.
Yeah, I'll put it in my salad.
Okay.
It's so good, especially on a hot summer day like this. Lisa, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Kelly now with the final look at your first warn weather.
Yeah, Josh, we do have a first warn alert day because of the potential of some strong to severe storms rolling in this evening and overnight. And also some heavy rains expected. So most of the afternoon should be dry. Most of the showers staying to our north throughout the afternoon. But as we get toward the dinner hour, the Dells, Camp Douglas, can't rule out some of these storms rolling on through. And these will be pretty scattered throughout the evening. But as we get toward midnight, I think that's when we'll see more widespread activity moving through the Madison area. And some of this rain could accumulate. 1 to 3 inches of rain expected, so another heavy dose of rain. This will linger through tomorrow morning before after about 8 o'clock or so. Most of this should start to move on out. So we got the first warn alert day because of the storms. That should be moving on out tomorrow. Much cooler weather in the forecast this week with highs in the upper 70s. Looks like a dry forecast, though, going into the weekend into early next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. We'll be keeping an eye on that severe weather possible. Look at Mr. Squirrel out on the backyard patio. Have a great afternoon, folks.